Hello, welcome to our live broadcast. Of course, I'm Dennis from Precision PCB Services. And today we're going to be talking about checking your heater calibration on your BGA Rework Station. This is a new Shuttle Star SV560. It just arrived yesterday. Actually spent the afternoon and morning getting it all tuned up and calibrated, checking everything out. Now we're just about there. What we want to do is double check our heater calibration. And so what happens, no matter what type of BGA Rework Station that you have, you should check your heater output about every 6 to 12 months. The heaters in any machine will deteriorate. Most machines don't last a good long time, anywhere from 2 to 5, 10 years, depending on how heavily you operate your machine. So what we do is we're going to just check the top heater output and the bottom heater output on our machine. Like I say, different machines have different types of heating. So this particular machine has a top heater, hot air, bottom hot air, and bottom infrareds. The infrareds are more of a board preheat. I'll check those later. Right now I'm more concerned with my top air output and my bottom air output. So what happens is the machines actually read the temperature at the thermocouple, where it's located in the machine, and there's a differential between the thermocouple distance and the actual heat output on the nozzle. And so I like to calibrate my machine so I know what the heat output on the nozzle is. And it's just real simple. I'm just going to tape a little thermocouple up into here, into this nozzle. I want to get an idea what the heat is coming out of the nozzle. So I have the thermocouple on there, my nozzle in place. And then for the bottom heater, I'm just going to take a circuit board, take the thermocouple onto it. And again, I'm looking for the air temperature. I don't want to know what the board temperature is right now, so I don't have the thermocouple sitting against the board. It's going down into the heater nozzle. We're going to turn our machine on. So our control panel is right here, and this has our heat setting. So it's going to be reading the thermocouples inside the nozzle units, but I have some external thermocouples on the top. I'm going to be reading that. What I want to try to do, I want to calibrate so that my machine is set at, say, 200 C. I want to have at least 190 to 210 C at my nozzle. You can spend the time, to get it exactly 200 equals 200. What happens is you have different sized nozzles on the top, different sized nozzles on the bottom. Some are big, some are small. Depending on the height that you have your nozzle from the board, it all varies. So if you're within, on my machines anyway, if you're within 10 degrees C, I'm comfortable with that. We've set all our profiles on that. So we're looking for a plus or minus 10 degrees difference on our settings. So basically what I do is I got my bottom thermocouple in place, my top thermocouple in place. Then I'm just going to do a manual heat. It's going to go down. And we're going to just go ahead and raise the top up. Because I want to read the separate heater settings. So for right now, I got the heat coming out the top, heat coming out the bottom, thermocouple at the top, thermocouple at the bottom. And what I do is I have a three zones for this one. And so what we have is zone 1, and that this brings our machine up to above room temperature. We have a set of 55 degrees C, top and bottom. And this will show us a even or same starting point every time we start the machine. It is at 55 C, or every time we start the profile, that's where it starts from. So it's always the profile is always the same length. And then we're going to go with zone 2 is going to be 200 C, zone 3 is going to be 250, and zone 4 is going to be 300 C. So we're going to take it through 3 different levels: 200, 250, 300. Hold it for about 34 seconds at each temperature and see what our output is. Right now, for this profile, we have about a 1 degree C per second ramp. You can go a little bit faster if you want. Like I say, for the just for testing the heat, you go about 1 is fine. 1 or 2. I use it 1. For demo purposes here, I've got a little external meter connected to the top thermocouple, so you can see what our output is. We'll just set that up here. Let's see, hopefully you can see that there. There's a better down here. Better down there. There we go. 154. That top right now, it's about right on. 154, 154, 160. Let's wait for it to get to about 200 here. Pretty close. Our machine is just reaching 200. It'll stable off a little bit. It's running between 200 and 202. Right now, you see we have an output of 203, 205. So that's pretty good. I won't mess with that. Well, it's pretty close. I could ask for better than that, but I'll sit here about an hour or 2 to try and get it right on. So I think 200 is good for the top. Looks right now our bottom here looks like it's off about 20 C. So I'm going to recalibrate that. I can calibrate this one while it's running. It's not too bad. Yeah. Our top's almost to 250. What do we got here? 250. Yeah. Our top is about 250 to 253. Again, oh, it's going up now, so it's going up to the next stage now. But it was right up. 250, 250. Okay, so we're moving up. We calibrated our bottom, and right now it's within about 5 degrees too. almost up to 300C. Okay, top is about 300. It's fluctuating between 302 and 303. We're getting about 310 here, so we're within 7 degrees. That's good. Yeah, I'm showing, right now we're showing the drive of 303. We got 309, so about a 6 degree difference. Our bottom looks like it's within about 5 to 6 degrees too, so we're going to leave them at that. That's a pretty good calibration. What you're worried about is, like I said, our output should be pretty similar to what our setting is on the heaters. Now our boards are going to soak up some heat, so we don't want to, have a 30 or 40 degree differential. We could be putting too much heat to our boards. It could be dangerous. So we want to have a good idea of what our machine's output is, actually what it's reading, so that we can put safe temperatures to the board and duplicate our profiles. Okay, we've reached the end of our profile. We're going to start cooling down. It's important that your thermocouples are clean and calibrated. You should check your thermocouples before testing. Thermocouples, if they're dirty, they can be off from 10 to 20 C or more. So you want to make sure that you test your thermocouples, make sure the output on those is correct. Just let the machine cool down here. We want the heaters to cool down below 55 C, because that's our starting point. Okay, just about cooled down here. We'll turn our cooling fans on. So the next thing I want to do is I want to check the alignment of the machine to make sure it's placing the components online. They make alignment tools, but these are rather expensive and most people don't have them. So what you can do is very easy. It's just to get a bare board with some clean pads and a needed component. What you want to do is you want to put this component on the board and line it up on the pads as close as we can get. So we'll get a little bit of a visual here. There we go. Try and get you a little bit of a picture of the video screen here. So we're going to pull on our prism. We're going to get our component centered. So we're going to put on our pickup tube. Our pickup tube lined up on the screen. So you can see here, this is our pickup tube here. This is our nozzle. The machine has a blue upper light. So the nozzle's blue, pickup tube is blue. And then the bottom light's gold, which matches the gold color of the pads on the board for now. We're going to pull this out and line it up under the scope. We're going to zoom in a little bit here. A little bit too much. Okay. And we're going to have a micrometer adjust. We're just going to center this. Okay, so we can see all our pads on alignment. I'm just going to put this in. And we're going to pick up the component. out. Make sure everything picks up evenly, that nothing moves. Well, it's picked up. We want to focus our board. Our board's already in focus. There's a separate focus control for the component. I'll turn that on here. And we'll just focus the component. Okay. So we have our circuit board pads in focus. We have our component leads in focus. If we're looking at the screen here, we can see they're pretty much 100% on. I don't know if you can tell by the video on the resolution of our camera here on the YouTube, but it's a very high resolution screen on this one in camera. You can even zoom in closer if you like. Refocus the leads. When you zoom in real close, you have to refocus a little bit. You see all our leads are on the pad here. A little bit of an angle. Looks a little bit off on the screen, but they're right on. Want to fine tune it a little bit? We can fine tune it here. There we go. Take care of the size. Go back out. There we go. So we're comfortable that our pads are lined up. We'll put this back in, and then we'll place the component. Our machine beeps telling us that we're all the way down. Turn off the built-in vacuum. And move it back up, and again, as we move it back up, we make sure that the component doesn't fall off the nozzle or doesn't stick to anything, but it stays in place. We can zoom in here. Right. There we go. And so we're just going to look around again. Find it. There we go. Looks like our top, everything's aligned. Looks like we're a little bit off here. I'm going to just double check that again to make sure that we didn't place off a little bit from the monitor. So let's just go ahead and do a pickup again.
Okay.
That's a bit of that time. We have a little bit off on the left-hand side, so we'll do a calibration on that. We're going to cover calibrations in our next video series. So for the camera calibration, please join us next time. And that's all we're going to show for today is the checking the alignment, and stay tuned for component calibration. Oh, okay. It's not like it happens much. Okay, so we're going to set the profile. This is a scrap board that we can use to take the BGA out and we'll set it with the profile. And right now I'm just getting my chip set in the camera. That's the screen. 'And attach a little bit larger pickup tube for this particular board. Just want to make sure that the pickup tube's seated all the way, and then we tighten our compression couple. Slide it down a little bit. .44 millimeter should be good. These are really nice. It's just magnetic. So just put the nozzle right there. Struggle. And we're going to center our chip inside our tube, inside our nozzle. just so you can see on the screen here. This is our chip in the yellow. This is our nozzle in the blue or gray. We've got it centered in there. Next, I just put a little flux around the chip to help transfer the heat. And then we're going to stick a little thermocouple underneath. Little balls. Got thermocouples in place. Check make sure we have a readout on it. Next thing I'm going to do is develop a heat profile for this. Huh? Huh? I'll talk to him. Huh? This morning. Yeah, he come like 7 o'clock. I talked to him when I got to work one night. Huh?
Okay, how are you talking to the same company?
Yeah, I just want to know if we saw anything. Oh, nothing new.
Huh?
Oh, nothing's new.
Let's say anything up, like, and $200 all the up higher. That I do that.
On broadcasting? Okay, so let's see. I shows the horizontal profile for this. Our peak top and bottom temperature we're targeting on the machine heater on the heaters is 310. We're shooting for a 230 to 250 solder ball temperature. This is level free. I set my perimeters, IRs at 350. Adjust our board supports here so that we get a little bit of support. Make sure that our board supports aren't hitting any components on the bottom. Let's put it there. We're going to reline our component inside the nozzle. So we want our board to be in here not real tight, a little bit loose. So we want to put pressure on the sides because it can cause it to warp down and warp up. So we just want it held in place, but lightly. Okay, so let's see. We'll check our settings. I'll put in our nozzle size. Okay, we're good to go. We're just going to go to our main menu again and click on Decide.
Cool. So by the way, I can see all the heat. Way too heat.
You can watch here, we're slowly heating up the board. We're using a 4-zone profile. We have bottom hot air, top hot air, infrared perimeters. That's the red infrared perimeters you can see heating up. So far, so good. You really feel the heat out these. It's nice on a 100-degree day. And the board temp runs on to about 150 C right now. Solder ball's up to about 175. So far, boards, the solder ball's about 180. There's no warpage on the board, it's full of pneumatics. So the outer board's sanded about 150, that's really nice. Right around the chip, we're almost up to about 170, right in the nozzle area. The actual solder temperature right now is 200. We're just in zone 2 and we're getting to about 206. That's what we're shooting for about a 235, 250 max at the solid ball. Usually 230 to 240 is ideal. Okay, so our component is at 230 right now, and I can tell that it is loose. We're in zone 3 at about 280 top, 280 bottom. So that looks pretty good. So we're going to do, we're going to stop this. Because this is a scrap board, so we're not worried about taking the chip off right now. So we're going to go and readjust our profile with the information that we just received. So we're readjusting our profiles a little bit. I noticed this board, I've done this before, particularly as it starts to warp up just a little bit. And so what we do is we increase the bottom heat, warping up, I'll increase the bottom heat, warp down, I'll increase the top heat. So usually when it warps up, the board's getting more top heat than it would like. We have this set to 310, it looks like we only need about 270 or 280 to move it. We see this seems to be very efficient, so we're going to go ahead and let it cool down and try our revised profile. take a minute. Remember, we start our machines from around 55 degrees C starting point, so we have to let the top heater cool below 55. Okay, so we are going to end this broadcast, and we're going to start a new broadcast in a few minutes. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.